we got a problem. We have a chicken that keeps escaping. It crawls under our porch, goes right in here, has a nest, lays an egg. And I'm getting tired of crawling under the deck every day just to get this egg. So this chicken would come up here on the hill, it would hop up on top of the nesting box, jump on top of the roof, come over here, and just hop over the fence, because the fence only came up to here, which is where this whole panel came up to. And so I went and I got another panel and I brought it from the top of this gate, went all the way around the corner so that it can't jump over anymore. Now, to keep chickens from flying away, you clip their wings. And what that looks like is where their feathers would traditionally come out to about here, you just basically like cut the feathers like a third of the way up, and that reduces the amount of lift they have when they try to flap. But the thing to note is you're not actually cutting the chicken, you're just clipping the feathers, kind of like cutting toenails. And so even with the clipped wings, it was still able to jump over. That's why raising the fence made it so it couldn't jump over anymore, but it still wasn't able to fly over. So that's helped keep the chicken in. But that wasn't the only chicken getting out. We were having two other chickens get out. And what I discovered was after, a year and a half of having chickens, and they scratch around on the dirt all that time. The ground, being on the hill that we are, the ground next to the fence that they were scratching kept sloughing off and coming into the chicken run, and that created a gap underneath the fencing that wasn't a gap when I first put it in. And so I took some of the bottom of the fencing from the other side that I put up to keep the Easter egger in from jumping over the fence. I cut the bottom of that fence off and I put it over here, and I extended the bottom of the fence down, trying to keep these chickens in from popping under the fence and running around the hillside. So for 3 days now, we've kept the chickens in the run. Now I have a theory. The Easter egger is the youngest chick, and it is also at the bottom of the pecking order. So it is the one that gets picked on the most. And it is usually like one of the last ones out of the coop in the morning. When all the chickens come out of the coop, they usually want food and water right away. If they're getting food and water and the Easter egger comes up, it just gets picked on. And so it just tries to stay away from everybody and until they're all fed and watered, and then the Easter egger will come and get food and water itself. And I think we have a couple chickens that have been staying in the nesting box for extended periods of time throughout the day, being broody. And I don't think the Easter egger wants to go in there to the nesting box to lay an egg, because if it goes in there, it's going to get picked on. And so it tries to get out, and that's why it would always go under the porch and lay an egg, because it didn't want to go into the nesting box because there was chickens in there. And so when I got this fence extended and the Easter egger couldn't get out anymore, instead of laying an egg inside the nesting box, it laid one in the middle of the coop, because it still would not go into the nesting box. And so one of the small projects that has been on my radar for a long time now that we're gonna address in this video is adding dividers to the nesting box so that it splits the giant one compartment nesting box into 3 smaller compartments that a chicken can go into to lay an egg, but it cannot see, pick, or peck on another chicken that might be in the next box over. And so I'm hoping that that allows the Easter egger to go in there while another hen is in there and them not pick on each other. And hopefully we start finding some of those green eggs in the nesting box. That's the goal here. Don't let any chickens out and have the Easter egger lay eggs in the nesting box. So I'm gonna go get a piece of cardboard and draw and cut out and make a template that I'll take down to the garage, find some scrap plywood, cut that into the dividers that I'm going to install, and then see if we can't get those installed and have those dividers separate the one large compartment into 3 smaller ones. Got a lot of eggs. Okay, what we want to do, let's start by saying 12 inches wide by like 14 tall. Okay, that'll be good. Now I need to cut right there by there. Go. That's what we want. Okay, we got our template. Let's take this, see if we can't find some plywood and then make 2 of them, and then we'll have a divider here, or 2 dividers, 3 base. So if this is flat, I should be able to get it in just like that. Tip it up. Yep. All right, there's our template. Well, I got them traced out. I have my jigsaw ready to go. But I don't have any blades. So we're gonna have to do a to be continued portion of this project, and I will go order blades and wait for them to show up. Got the GoPro out. I mount the GoPro and I plug it into power and it'll run for all 5 hours.